Hello, and welcome to Buddha Zen Wisdom. We are here to accompany you every day with insightful and thoughtful reflections on health, wellness, and the deeper meanings of life. Let's explore a fascinating concept today, one that may sound like a riddle but contains some valuable truths. Have you ever heard the saying, you can judge a person's lifespan by their bowel movements? At first glance, this might seem like an odd statement, or even a riddle. But, if you take a moment to reflect on it, you may begin to see that there might be some deeper wisdom hidden behind it. Could our bowel habits truly be linked to our lifespan? Is it possible that the way we eliminate waste from our bodies holds more significance than we might have realized? This is not an unfounded idea, and in fact, studies suggest that the frequency, consistency, and quality of our bowel movements are closely connected to our overall health and well-being. Let me tell you a story about Mr. John, a retired factory worker who lives in a cozy, older neighborhood. He spends much of his time socializing with his neighbors, whether it's over a game of chess or some friendly conversation. Despite his advancing age, he remains relatively healthy and active, often chatting with his friends about everything under the sun. One day, a new neighbor moved in. This man, a bit of an eccentric, loved talking about all sorts of strange and unconventional health topics. One afternoon, while Mr. John was playing chess with his longtime friend, Mr. George, they overheard the new neighbor, Mr. Peter, discussing an interesting topic with a few others in the building. "I've heard," Mr. Peter said, "that people who go to the bathroom 3 times a day live longer. Just think about it. Those folks who go 4 or 5 times a day must have even more years in them." Mr. John was taken aback by the remark. 3 times a day? That's a lot. Can it really be true that how often we go to the bathroom determines how long we live? He was curious, but also skeptical. After all, who would have thought that such a simple thing could have anything to do with our health, let alone our lifespan? Though Mr. John wasn't quite convinced, he couldn't help but think about it. He started paying closer attention to his own bowel habits. For the next few days, he tracked his own bathroom trips and came to the conclusion that he usually went twice a day, and most of the time, it was without any issues. Could it be that this was a sign of longer life? Maybe he'd lived longer than most already. Wanting to get to the bottom of it, Mr. John decided to visit his doctor. Even though he felt relatively healthy for his age, he figured it couldn't hurt to have a checkup, just in case. After all, he was getting up there in years. So, the next morning, he made his way to the clinic. "Mr. John, how have you been feeling lately?" asked Dr. Lisa as she greeted him. "Anything bothering you?" "I've been feeling okay, Dr. Lisa," Mr. John replied. "Just a little tired. I guess it must be the age catching up with me. But there's something I've been curious about. Have you ever heard of the idea that how often a person goes to the bathroom can affect their lifespan? I heard some folks say that going 3 times a day can lead to a longer life. What do you think?" Dr. Lisa chuckled at his curiosity but was more than happy to explain. She went on to discuss the fascinating connection between bowel movements and overall health, something that modern research is starting to take very seriously. Indeed, the frequency and regularity of bowel movements can offer valuable insights into our health, and even our longevity. It turns out that the act of defecation is not just a way for the body to eliminate waste, it's also a crucial part of maintaining optimal health. The human body is constantly working to process the food we eat, absorb nutrients, and eliminate toxins and waste. The digestive system, in particular, plays a fundamental role in this. The intestines not only help digest food and absorb nutrients, but they also bear the responsibility of clearing toxins from the body. Research has shown that a healthy and regular bowel movement pattern is linked to better digestive health, a more effective immune system, and even a longer lifespan. A recent study published in the prestigious journal Cell Reports found that individuals who have a consistent and healthy bowel movement routine tend to live longer lives. The study included more than 1,400 healthy adults and analyzed their bowel habits alongside data on gut microbiota. The researchers discovered that those who had regular bowel movements, usually 1 to 2 times a day, had a more balanced and diverse gut microbiome, which is essential for overall health. Our intestines are home to a wide variety of microorganisms, including bacteria, fungi, and viruses. This ecosystem plays a vital role in digestion, but it also influences other aspects of our health. For example, these microbes help synthesize essential vitamins, regulate our immune responses, and maintain the integrity of the intestinal barrier, which prevents harmful substances from entering the bloodstream. When bowel movements are irregular, it can disrupt the balance of these microbes and lead to health problems. In fact, when waste lingers too long in the intestines, it can create an environment in which harmful microbes can thrive. This imbalance can impair immune function and increase the risk of chronic diseases. One of the most common but often overlooked health concerns related to irregular bowel movements is constipation. Constipation is more than just infrequent trips to the bathroom. It also means that toxins and waste are not being efficiently expelled from the body. This stagnation can lead to the accumulation of harmful substances in the intestines, which may then be reabsorbed into the bloodstream. Studies have shown that people who suffer from chronic constipation tend to have an imbalance in their gut microbiome, with a higher proportion of harmful bacteria and fewer beneficial microbes. This imbalance can weaken the immune system and increase the risk of gastrointestinal issues, like gut inflammation, and even more severe conditions like colorectal cancer. It's not just about feeling uncomfortable. Long-term constipation can also affect other parts of the body. For instance, the toxins that accumulate in the intestines can be absorbed back into the bloodstream, where they can have damaging effects on organs like the liver, kidneys, and heart. This is why it's essential to keep our digestive system running smoothly and to prioritize regular bowel movements. But the importance of good bowel habits extends beyond preventing illness. Healthy bowel movements also contribute to metabolic health. Proper digestion and the timely elimination of waste can help reduce oxidative stress in the body, which is one of the main factors contributing to aging. Chronic oxidative stress accelerates aging by damaging cells and tissues, leading to a host of age-related diseases, including diabetes and cardiovascular conditions. Moreover, the gut microbiota can influence important metabolic markers such as blood sugar and cholesterol levels. Regular bowel movements help maintain a healthy balance in the gut, supporting better metabolic function and reducing the risk of metabolic disorders. But what about the signs of potential health issues? How can we tell when our bowel habits are no longer normal? As we discussed earlier, certain changes in bowel movements can be red flags for underlying health conditions. For example, black stools. This can be a warning sign of upper gastrointestinal bleeding. When blood from the stomach or duodenum is exposed to stomach acid, it undergoes chemical changes that turn it black. This could indicate a serious condition like a stomach ulcer or even early-stage stomach cancer. Changes in stool shape. If you notice that your stools are becoming thin, ribbon-like, or have strange indentations, it could be a sign of a blockage in the intestines, potentially caused by growths like polyps or tumors. Pain and bloating. Abdominal pain or bloating in combination with abnormal bowel movements, such as diarrhea or constipation, could indicate an issue with gut inflammation or infection. Conditions like Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or bacterial infections can cause these symptoms, and it's important to get checked out by a doctor. If any of these symptoms persist or worsen, it's crucial to seek medical advice as soon as possible. Your body is trying to communicate with you, and responding early can help prevent more severe issues later on. So, how can we cultivate healthy bowel habits? Here are some practical tips. 1. Regular toilet routine. Make time each day for a bowel movement, ideally in the morning after breakfast. Your body's natural rhythms are synchronized with the digestive process, so sticking to a routine can help maintain regularity. 2. Stay hydrated. Drinking plenty of water throughout the day is essential for keeping things moving smoothly in your intestines. Dehydration can lead to hard, dry stools, making them more difficult to pass. 3. Eat a fiber-rich diet. Foods like fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and legumes are packed with fiber, which helps bulk up stool and keep things moving through the digestive system. 4. Exercise regularly. Physical activity helps stimulate the digestive system, promoting regular bowel movements. 5. Listen to your body. Don't ignore the urge to go to the bathroom. Delaying bowel movements can disrupt your body's natural rhythm and lead to constipation. In conclusion, your bowel habits are not just a simple, mundane part of daily life. They are a reflection of your overall health and well-being. Paying attention to your body's signals and maintaining healthy habits can help ensure that you live a long, vibrant life. So, take care of your gut, and it will take care of you.